Imagine boarding the most luxurious ship ever built. A ship so advanced, so massive, and so technologically impressive that many people believed it could never sink. Yet just 4 days into its maiden voyage, it disappeared beneath the icy waters of the Atlantic Ocean. This is the story of the Titanic, the dream ship. In the early 1900s, competition between passenger ship companies was fierce. The British company White Star Line wanted to build the most impressive ocean liner in the world. Construction of the Titanic began in 1909 in Belfast. The ship was enormous for its time. It measured nearly 269 meters in length and weighed more than 46,000 tons. The Titanic featured luxurious dining rooms, grand staircases, swimming pools, and even a gymnasium for wealthy passengers. It was like a floating palace. The maiden voyage, on April 10, 1912. The Titanic departed from Southampton. On its first voyage, its destination was New York City. More than 2,200 passengers and crew were on board. The journey went smoothly for several days, but danger was waiting ahead. As the ship crossed the North Atlantic, multiple warnings about icebergs were received from nearby vessels. Unfortunately, those warnings were not treated with enough urgency. The collision. Late on the night of April 14, 1912, lookouts spotted an iceberg directly ahead. The warning came too late. Despite desperate attempts to turn the ship, the Titanic struck the iceberg. The impact did not create a massive hole. Instead, the iceberg damaged several sections of the ship's hull below the waterline. Water began flooding into multiple compartments. The Titanic was designed to stay afloat if a few compartments flooded, but too many had been damaged. The ship's fate was sealed. The disaster unfolds. As water continued pouring in, passengers were initially told there was little cause for concern. Many remained calm. Some even continued listening to music and socializing. Then the situation became impossible to hide. Lifeboats were prepared, but there was a major problem. There were not enough lifeboats for everyone on board. Women and children were given priority. As panic spread, many people realized they might not survive the night. The ship's musicians famously continued playing to help keep passengers calm. The final hours. Radio operators sent distress calls into the darkness. Several ships heard the messages. The closest was the ship Arms Carpathia, but it was still hours away. As the bow sank lower into the ocean, the stern rose high into the air. In the early hours of April 15, 1912, the Titanic broke apart. At approximately 2:20 a.m., the ship disappeared beneath the Atlantic Ocean. More than 1,500 people lost their lives in one of history's deadliest peacetime maritime disasters. Legacy of the Titanic. The tragedy shocked the world. Investigations revealed serious safety failures, including the lack of lifeboats and poor communication regarding iceberg warnings. As a result, international maritime safety rules were strengthened. Today, more than a century later, the Titanic remains one of the most famous ships ever built. Its story continues to fascinate people around the world because it is a powerful reminder that even the greatest human achievements can be vulnerable to nature. Outro. The Titanic was designed to conquer the ocean. Instead, it became one of history's greatest tragedies. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more fascinating stories from history.